name is Julie Boris. I'm a lifelong Massachusetts resident, a health freedom advocate, and a proud American patriot. For the past few months, I've been working with a small, committed group of people. We call ourselves Health Rights Massachusetts. And we're putting forward bills that will protect the people of Massachusetts from medical tyranny.
Oh, no.
There is a bill in the legislature right now. It is called Senate Bill S-1122. And if passed, it would protect your fundamental right to make choices about your own health care without coercion or discrimination. This is not just an idea, but something concrete that can be acted upon now. And when Dave was talking earlier, he talked about a couple things. He talked about taking action, he talked about networking, and he talked about political pressure. S-1122 is a great way to put political pressure on your legislators. Ask them, do you believe in my fundamental right to make decisions about my own health care? It's a yes or no question. Let's get them all on the record. This bill really just affirms rights that we already have given to us in our Constitution. But those rights are being ignored and trampled, so it's time to define them loudly and clearly in our Massachusetts laws. This bill would affirm an individual's right to make personal decisions concerning, and I'm quoting from the bill, all medical treatments or procedures, collection of specimen, or sharing of personal data. This bill would make it unlawful to terminate employment based on medical decisions. This bill would ensure equitable access to justice, so not only people who can afford to hire a lawyer can protect themselves from government overreach. This bill would prevent medical discrimination against those who are vulnerable to vaccines. This bill affirms a person's fundamental right to privacy, travel, and speech. This bill would make vaccine passports unlawful in the state of Massachusetts. So while we've been living our lives and going to school and work and sports and traveling and raising our families, special interest groups have been quietly writing and passing legislation that protects their interests and makes them a lot of money. And I'll tell you, this year in the legislature, they are trying to pass more bills than you can imagine that infringe on our religious freedoms, our parental rights, our privacy, and we are fighting back against them. It's time for people to start writing their own laws the way they want to see them that protect the rights of the people. It's time for us to really raise our voices and tell our legislators what we want to see and what they can do to protect their constituents, the people that vote for them. Liability-free pharmaceutical products, medical doctors, and government bureaucrats do not own my body and cannot tell me what to put in it, and that goes for my children too. This bill protects people's right to choose. If you want a vaccine, you can have it. If you want to wear a mask, please wear one. But it protects my right to say no. So we've written this bill for the people of Massachusetts, and now it's time for you, the people of Massachusetts, to speak up in unison. We've given you a bill you can support, a bill that would end medical tyranny in Massachusetts. But unless they hear from us in really large numbers, nothing will happen. So we need everybody to get involved. We've made it really easy. If you just go to healthrightsma.org, there's a petition that you can sign that we will print and give to our legislature. I don't care if we have 40,000 signatures, we will print every single one. We have letters we have 20 amazing letters that you can send with the click of a button to support these bills. And as far as networking goes, I want to let you know about another group here in Massachusetts. I want to introduce Premal, and she's going to talk about MAFA, Massachusetts Stands Up, which is a really important piece to what we're doing. It's the networking piece. It's getting people together in person every week. So please come visit us and we can give you more information and tell you how you can take action.
Hello everyone, my name is Premal, and I'm a member of the National Organization for Make Americans Free Again. Okay? So this is our platform to get all of us in one data bank. So all members from all groups can all come under the umbrella of Make Americans Free Again. And the prototype that we have is every state will have a chapter. So I'm a member of Massachusetts Stands Up and Maine Stands Up, and basically everyone in New England, we're standing up. And what we do is we get together in local meetings. We have 26 towns in this state that are meeting every week. Different days, different times, but it is about getting together, sharing our resources, making liaisons with different groups in the states, sharing what resources so we're not reinventing the wheel. And we need to unite and work together. And Massachusetts Stands Up is one of the ways that we can help. And basically, then what we do is we file a lawsuit against our state to end the lockdowns, end the vaccines, end the mask mandates. That is our job. And we are all uniting under this religious freedom. We are nonpartisan. We welcome all of you. Come look us up, MassachusettsStandsUp.org.
Thank you very much. So these are the two ladies to stop and speak with before you leave. My 2 cents is this. As Dave pointed out earlier, there's something wrong. We're not winning. Why are we constantly losing? We're doing something wrong. We need the tools to put all these things in place and in action. There's a school out of Virginia called the Foundation for Applied Conservative Leadership. And several of you in this crowd have attended that course, and we're giving it again on August the 21st. I'm sorry, August the 28th, right here in Worcester. So if you're interested in that, you can come and see me. I'll be hanging around for the next half hour. So thank you very much. Thank you.
That's the FBI watching. What's wrong?
Just so you know, everyone, that was Dick Mangus, and the school is FACL, Foundations and Applied Conservative Leadership. It's on August 28th in Worcester. Please sign up because it will teach you how to fight fire with fire and how to win in the legislature.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you coming out. And as many speakers have been saying throughout the day, if you're not involved with one of these many groups, then now is the time to get involved. I mean, that's the whole point of coming out here today, is to support Mark and Sue, to have a great time here with this barbecue, and to get involved, because if we are divided, we will fail. Even if we're united, I don't have faith that we're going to come out of this unscathed, to say the least. So, our next speaker, Melissa? What? Melissa's going to be next. So come on up. This is the freedom-loving patriot. We are good friends. I can say we're good friends, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. So take your time, introduce yourself, say what you're going to say, and then I'll come back up when you're done.
Hello, everyone. So I have to say, you can be part of any group that you want, but truly, you don't need permission to be part of a group. You have to have it in your heart. So for months, since last September, I helped with another group and build a coalition, and people don't know because it's not about me. It doesn't matter. It matters that you don't just sit around and do nothing. I ran in the recent election, and I had such evil attacks against me. Everything was against me. It doesn't matter. What matters is you do the right thing. And that's what I'm about. So I want everyone to remember, because if you don't have God, you have nothing in this fight. Zero. We are against evil. And if anyone says don't talk like that, then get far away from them. Because that is what's going on in this world. Ephesians 6:12, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of the world, against spiritual wickednesses in high places. I have been under serious attack for everything that I've done for the freedom movement. But you know what? People want me to disappear, but that's why I'm here. So I had to start a group, Freedom Loving Patriot, because it starts from your heart. You don't need permission. It has to be in your heart. And all truths are revealed. So I do have cards. If you want to join, we have an awesome Telegram channel. Our website is not up and running yet because I've just been so distracted with running an election and actually not just sitting around a campfire, but actually doing shit, because that's what we need to do. And everything that Mark and Sue has went through, that is just proof that they're in action and they've taken the hits. So please support people that put their name out there, that do what they have to do for the good fight. I just have to say that, again, you don't need part of a group. I'd like to introduce also Mark N., who has helped me as a rock. Mark N., Mark N., come up here, Mark N. He has just been my rock on this Telegram channel, and we've shared such awesome information. I haven't watched TV in 3 months. So I have to say again, I am a keeper of the Constitution. I am someone that is organizing people for restoration of rights. I am someone that is living in super happy fun America. Under God we trust. And that's what matters. So join me, join whatever group that you feel you fit into, but please, if it's not God-based, and not just talking about God, but really have God in their heart, then we're not going to win this war against Marxism. So I just want to introduce Mark N. because I just want to show that he is a family man and he has kept things going while I've been under vicious attack from rhinos and Tifa, and I didn't know what else to do. And I just want to, he's just a rock. He knows how bad this world is. So I just wanted to say a quick word of support and how this world is. Thank you so much. I'm Melissa Lovely, by the way. I have a real name too.
No, if anything, everybody, it's just to reiterate what everybody else has been saying. You know, it's one thing to sit at home and watch this stuff happen, but you got to get involved. You know, it's about the kids, it's about the next generation, how we're raising them, and step up and get involved at your local level, any level you can. And thank you, Melissa, for everything she's done, her channels. Get with a group. Divided we fall, united. We got to stay united. Yes. Okay, come on.
Thank you, everyone. March on. God bless America. Thank you, John, and Mark, and Sue, and everyone from Super Happy Fun.
I'd like to introduce my good friend, Brian Kamika from Mass Resistance. These guys, they don't mess around. They tell it like it is. Give it up for Brian Kamika. Thank you.
Thank you very much, John. It's wonderful being here. Many of you may be getting our Mass Resistance emails. I'll tell you, for the ones who aren't here, a little bit about our group. We started in 1993 in the People's Republic of Newton. We became statewide a few years later. Then we became national. And now we're international with chapters in from the UK to Hong Kong. I want to just quickly tell you about one of the most important political lessons that I learned during this time. Back in the 90s, the LGBT agenda and the sexual agenda was already going very strong in the schools. And we decided that there had to be help for parents. And at the time, parents were not able to opt out their kids. So we introduced a bill in the Massachusetts State House to allow opt-out. It was not really popular. The legislature really didn't care much about it, and we were told by people who are very smart that we needed to be reasonable, work with the legislature, and not come off as being angry people. We decided to ignore all of those directives. We organized parents across the state. It wasn't easy. We brought them into the State House daily. We pushed very hard. Two interesting things happened, I remember. One of the major pro-family groups that I won't name sat me down and said that we were going to ruin it for everybody and lose terribly. And my school committee member in my hometown went on the radio telling people that they should stay away from me because I'm a Christian fundamentalist. Now, as many as you know, I'm actually Jewish. But this kind of stuff was still going on. So we pushed very, very hard. At one point, WEZE radio was broadcasting from the State House every day because we had so many people there. And the legislature held this until the very last day of the session. And at the doors of the House of Representatives, the LGBT lobby had lobbyists there to make sure that they knew that they didn't want this bill. We had parents there screaming at them, screaming at the legislators, going into their office and screaming at their staff. And just to let you know what happened, the Senate didn't want to pass it and passed it. The House didn't want to pass it, it passed. And Governor Bill Weld didn't want to sign it. But he signed it, and it is still state law all these years later, Chapter 71, Section 32A. And several times Planned Parenthood has tried to get it stopped, and we've come up again. We've replicated this kind of thing across the United States, stopping bad bills and getting good bills from California all the way to the East Coast in the pursuing years. I just want to let you know that it's possible to do. It takes a lot of effort, but that's how you have to work with politicians. Don't go by what people are telling you. What we do isn't for everybody, but if you're interested, go to massresistance.org, or you can sign up with me and get our emails. We'd love to have you with us. Thank you.
A lot of unsung heroes today. Now we have a special treat for you. A founding member of Super Happy Fun America and cameraman and videographer Rob Burke, who likes to aggravate politicians and especially left-wing reporters. He drives them up a wall. It's the funniest thing you've ever seen. And here he is. Give it up for Rob Burke.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I couldn't be up here without the great patriots, John Hugo, Sam Rachapi, Mark Sahedi. You know, on the way up here, both my brothers disowned me. It's a true story. On the way up, they said you were in the paper too much. And I said, what's the problem? I've done nothing wrong. I'm executing, I'm looking at my First Amendment rights, and I'm talking about a school system in Milton that's corrupt. They're all on the take. They lie, they cheat, and you put it right to their face. They don't like that. Our town of Milton has $127 million in the budget, and the school takes up $51 million. All I wanted to know was, how'd you come up with that number? So my brothers disowned me because it was in the paper. Got a little hot. I said, it's nothing personal. But anyways, I met John, Mark, and Sam back in 2017 at the Free Speech Rally. It was the greatest thing I ever saw. I was in the audience with probably about 25 to 30,000 haters. I sat right next to the CNN reporter, and she used the word Nazi. I stood beside her for 40 minutes, and I said, you said Nazi, let's go find him. She fought me off. She quit 3 times on me. I said, I'm just getting warmed up, lady. Where you going? And then she sicked everybody on. Every idiot there was came up, throwing things at me. I got to admit, I have some help with a neurologist, brain doctor. He's excellent with psychological warfare against these people. It just destroys them. It's amazing. I'm sitting here armed right now. I never thought in my life I'd be carrying any type of a firearm, okay? Never in my life. I use a hockey stick or a football helmet or something like that. I would never think I'd be armed. Right now, folks, if you've got to protect yourself, all the ladies, please sign up and get your license to carry. You can always use a mace on them. It's always good too. Remember, you're dealing with people that have a toxic belief system. These people hate you. Do you hate me, Mr. Media up there? Do you hate me? No, I'm talking to you right there. Do you hate me? Are you sure? How about you, sir? You hate me? This is what I do. I'll stick my face in someone's face, my finger in someone's face, and make them talk to me. I don't need some liar taking me out of context and lying what I'm saying. Bullshit. I have the right to say what I want to do. As the last guy took on in Milton Channel 25, he goes, I'd like to talk with you, but you please turn your camera off. No fucking way, sir. I say, you stick that camera in people's faces all day, and I'm asking, why are you here today? Why are you here? He couldn't tell me. I said, you're talking about masking up kids. young kids in school to keep the lie going. And I said, there isn't any scientific evidence that this affects any children. What are you talking about? Who sent you here? Oh my God, I thought the guy was gonna piss his pants, this guy. He ran into his car and he hit for me and he came back out when he tried to get the last shot. I still have my camera rolling. And this is the way it is with people. I took on my school committee. I was so effective that the superintendent sent a letter around the whole town saying, a man with a sign. A man with a sign stood outside of the school and the sign said, critical race theory destroys children. It wasn't my line. I was lucky. I had a couple of guys that are really good at this, you know. You thought I brought the plague, the jumping out of the cars, yelling at me. I did it a second time. This was on a Thursday. On a Monday, I did it on Flag Day. Outside another school, same thing. The superintendent wrote a letter to the whole town again. The next Wednesday was the first opportunity I got to speak in front of the school committee. I was the only one in there. They had no idea I was there. As a former elected official with citizen speak, you have 3 minutes to lay the hammer on them. I get up my first 30 seconds and I said to the first lady, are you a Marxist or are you a patriot? I went right down the line. One lady was an assistant dean at Mass Maritime School. She started looking at her phone when I was on 3 minutes. I said, lady, I'm talking to you. Put that stupid phone away. She almost, I don't know what she did. She had a problem though. But we went through a lot of the things. Nice, that's what happens when your phone goes. So, folks, if everybody takes out their cell phone right now, please, take out your cell phone. Take out your cell phone. Please, help me. I need your help. Take out your cell phone. Everybody take out their cell phone, please. Just put it up in the air. You gotta help me. I now deputize you as citizen reporters. You are the most dangerous people out there. There's no way that these fake bastards can cover every story. I will teach you on MiltonWatchdog.live how to do it. It's effective as hell. It's a 3-minute report, and you are the citizen reporter. You're asking that shithead person hiding behind a Zoom call certain questions. Hey, sir, there's the budget. How'd you come up with the number? Show me the numbers. Show it to me now. Don't lie. Don't cheat. Don't steal. You're an elected official, and it's a lot of fun. We're always on the offense here, okay, folks? And if I can help anybody, I do it because I vote. I vote because I love my country. I don't do it for money. This is the great, as I said on the way out of that school committee meeting, I said, I had American flags. I handed a lot of them out to you, and I handed them all to I walked up to each one of those stupid people, the deep state, they're all the same. They've got dead eyes in them. And I walked up to them and I said, here's an American flag. It was almost like I was doing an exorcist on them. They're going, oh, Jesus. I said, here's the flag, and they reluctantly took it. I said, this is the United States of America. This is the greatest country ever invented, and if you can find a better one, you let me know. And I don't know anybody breaking out of the United States of America. Thank you very much, folks.